أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is my second video of reflections, and I have chosen the verse 59 of Surah Al-Ahzab, which is talking about the command which been given to the Prophet to tell the women, his wives, his women and daughters, and the women of the believers to lower their garment to cover their body, and so that they likely to be recognized and not to be hurt. And I am focusing on the last part of this verse, which not to be hurt. So I just wanted to point out some of the hurts that could happen to the women when they are not obeying the command of Allah of covering their body with Islamic dress, and to reflect on how we are avoiding this hurt. First thing, if we look at it religiously, if the woman who is not wearing the Islamic dress, she is disobeying the command of Allah, and that's put her in risk of being punished. Right. Secondly, whoever affected by her body walking around semi-naked, and if that gives the people or the other people the motivation to commit a sin, then you will be a part. The woman who is not wearing the Islamic dress will be a part of that sin because she made somebody else to make a sin. Deliberately or not deliberately is the same. Third, the Prophet ﷺ said one of the reasons that the dua might not be accepted if we are doing sin. So by disobeying this command, that means it's a sin, which make you maybe your dua will not be accepted. Yeah, and the most important thing, that's when Allah said tell the wives or the women of the believers. He did not say the believer woman, which means that if you are not wearing Islamically, you lost the title of a believer. In other verses, he could address his statements to or commands to the men and women believers, or all the believers, which include male and female. But here he said the women of the believers, which mean you are not included. Right. And emotionally, that would lead to that you lose the feel of shyness, because when a woman is able to expose her body semi-naked to the others by wearing these leggings and shorts and jeans with cuts, this is exactly showing that the woman doesn't feel shy, doesn't feel shame. And this is one part of the Iman, as the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Haya min al-Iman. And he said, which means shyness is from faith. And he also said in another hadith, if you are not shy, if you don't feel shy or shame, then you can do whatever you want, which means that there is nothing to stop you not to do the wrong and think bad and evil and sins. Yeah. So emotionally, you don't have the motivation to feel that Allah watching you, so you don't have to do the wrong things, the things that Allah doesn't like it. And you don't have the sense that you are being watched by Allah, because you don't care. All you care is that you want the people to admire your body looking at you. another things emotionally will happen as a sequence of that you will feel self-admiration, which lead you to be arrogant. And that's another sin which Allah doesn't like it as well. Socially, that will lead to a big corruption. So we are listening nowadays to much harassment, sexual harassment, domestic sexual abuse. Why all this? Because women are walking around semi-naked, and men or women who are sick, they are not stable, they don't have enough faith. That things affecting them, manipulating them, and lead them to do much of the worst behaviors in the society, like raping, killing, whatever. So all what's going on around nowadays is because of this. You could be a reason for all this to happen. Right. Physically, what is that? How is that hurting the woman? Physically, you expose your body to variety of bad, evil gazes, because those people who dare to look at your body when you go out from 9 o'clock in the morning, for example, up to 2 or 4 o'clock daily. So this is a daily sin. You are supposed to have a daily word, not a sin. And that means you are exposing your body to all these variety type of gazes which are harmful, which are adding negative energy to your body, which is not easy to get rid of it. And that will affect you physically, mentally, emotionally, religiously. Yeah, because only by the dhikr and the covering and all this obedience to Allah, we get the positive energy to our bodies, right? So when you have ayn, an envy from an envy person, a bad evil eye, this could cause you many disease. It could cause you death as well, because some of these eyes can kill. But you don't care, and you're just walking around feeling happy, people looking at you, and you don't care about how much you are losing. So you have to be careful and look at the things seriously. When Allah said not to be hurt, that means covering, wearing the Islamic dress is the only way to protect you from harm. And even those angels or guardians which Allah appointed for us to protect us, when you use with your free will to choose that you don't care and you to be hurted or not, then they will step back, I guess so. So they will not help you, because this is your choice. So be careful and think about doing the right thing in order to be protected, not to be hurt. Right. Final word here, that there is no specific fashion or clothes that you have to wear, which means that if you are Asian, African, or whatever society you come from, you still can wear your traditional clothes. Just make sure to apply all the conditions which the Prophet said about the dress. Number one, not to be tight, not to be transferred. Secondly, not to be transferred, not to be with opening and cuts to show your body, and not to be turning the attention, weird and turning the attention. I mean, as a fashion or material or colors, it should be just decent, humble way of dressing. Also, it should not be like a uniform representing any of those groups which are not Muslims. Even wearing we don't have to wear like all the Saudi people are like the jilbab and scarf. As long as you're talking this, consider these points which the prophets point out, then you can dress any type of fashion you want. About the scarf, you don't want the scarf, you can cover your head with anything, any way, which is making your hair not to be seen by anyone. Right, so we have 5 conditions not to be tied. So leggings are not accepted. This is not Islamic. Even you are wearing a hijab, a khimar, a scarf, I mean. Transference is not accepted. Having opening on it is not accepted. To be attracting with turning the attention is not accepted. And not to be representing any other groups which is not Islamic. I mean, in like devil worshipper or whatever. Yeah, so it's important that you have to keep your identity and to be proud of being a Muslim and to be representing yourself as a Muslim and to be confident on that, as nothing else can guarantee that other people can respect you, right? Your body is, deal with it as private and confidential. Don't sell it free for everyone who doesn't deserve it. Respect yourself, respect your body, so if you want it to be respected by others, and don't follow things which is not belong to us, because this is not Islam. And I hope that whoever listened to this video, please give me your reflection about other type of hurts that a woman can face without wearing the Islamic way. And also I wish that may Allah guide all of us to the right path, and believe me, whatever Allah choosing for us is the right thing, and you will discover that very late, maybe. And I hope it's not late, when you see that, regret those days that you didn't wear the hijab. And as I said, it is a daily sin. It's not like other sins. Some people, they make sins sometimes, occasionally, every week, every month, once in their life. But not to wear the Islamic dress, this is a daily sin, which need too much work in order to gain Allah's forgiveness and mercy. And that's why He ends the verse with, He is forgiving and merciful. He is giving you an invitation to accept His what He offers you from forgiveness and merciful. And don't waste the time. Don't waste the time. Inshallah, Allah will forgive all of us and be merciful with us. Ameen. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله. الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.